When you're hurting in a relationship, it's easy to zero in on the negative aspects. Emotional pain often triggers a defense mechanism, predicting the worst and focusing on the flaws as a way to protect yourself from future disappointment. This mindset can lead to overlooking the good qualities in your partner, diminishing the warmth and connection you once shared. In the game of golf, you only keep track of the missed shots, focusing on the negative and missed moments. People fall into this in relationships. They easily keep track of just the bad moments. Then, in trying to protect themselves, they stop recording the good moments, trying to predict the outcome of this relationship. This scorecard is a devastating predicament and becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. One person I know has consistently thrown the same bad moment from their honeymoon at her husband for over 7 years. So focused on the tally marks of negative moments that she rehearses to herself every time something even minor in the relationship happens. She is repeatedly poisoning her own well by focusing on those negative moments. Christ calls us to forgiveness, especially when our partner has repented and worked hard to grow. They're human, they're still going to make mistakes. So, how can you recapture the goodwill and affection that mark the beginning of your relationship? Number one, shift your focus to the positive. Instead of dwelling on your partner's shortcomings, make a conscious effort to recognize and appreciate what they're doing right. Stop criticizing everything they do wrong. Consider this. Are you spending more energy on the 20% of things that aren't perfect? Or are you valuing the 80% that is good in your relationship? If only 20% of your experiences are problematic, doesn't that mean your relationship deserves at least a B grade? That's a solid foundation to build on. Think deeply about your relationship and give it a score for a week at a time. What is the ratio of good to bad? Are you at 50-50, 70-30, or even 80-20? Don't worry if your score is initially low. It just means you found out you have work to do towards a healthier mindset. If your score is 80 or over, write about the commitment to not focus so heavily on the negative moments. Number two, practice daily gratitude. Incorporate a simple daily exercise. Write down a few things you're thankful for about your partner. This practice shifts your mindset from criticism to appreciation, helping you see the everyday efforts and qualities that initially drew you together. Over time, you'll notice a dramatic improvement in how you perceive your relationship. Get out your phone and schedule a reminder for every day for the next 30 days to write in your gratefulness journal or on your phone. Choose to make it a priority, even for the days when you don't feel like it. Strengthen the spiritual and emotional muscle of self-discipline. Three, reframing the little things. Early in my marriage, I found myself frustrated with the small but annoying habits my husband had, like not pulling up the blankets when he got out of bed. I knew he wasn't perfect, but I struggled to accept his human flaws, especially when I had mentioned more than once about how I liked a nicely made bed. It started to feel like he was doing it on purpose. He wasn't being considerate of me. That's what I focused on. A wise person once asked me, after complaining about this, would you rather have a spouse who doesn't make the bed or no spouse at all and a perfectly made bed every day? That question stopped me in my tracks. It helped me realize that while these little things can be annoying, they're insignificant compared to the joy and companionship of having a partner. Take some time to journal about the little things in your relationship that are eating away at your happiness. Which one thing can you commit to eradicating from your thoughts by catching it and rephrasing it with what you are grateful for instead? Make several sticky notes and post them around your house to remind you of your commitment to that one thing. When it's solid, choose another to conquer. Number 4, let go of the fairness myth. Many couples fall into the trap of keeping score, believing that everything should be split 50-50. Fairness seems to be a trait that all of us struggle with. No one wants to feel taken advantage of. However, are some of us trying too hard to make everything overwhelmingly fair? The idea of fairness in marriage can be misleading. Relationships aren't about dividing tasks equally. They're about being a team to work together to support each other through the ups and downs. Some days, one partner may carry more of the load, and that's okay because the goal isn't perfect equality, it's partnership. For years, I made dinner for my husband most every night. However, when I approached my husband about becoming a counselor, I asked him if he was supportive of taking over cooking responsibilities on nights that I worked later, because he is home an hour and a half before me. The desire to not eat super late was beneficial for him. My husband views this as a way to show me love, and I am super appreciative every day I come home to a cooked dinner. My husband is embracing Christ's teaching of love expressed through service. I have embraced Christ's teaching of showing gratefulness, of not looking at it as something I deserve. My husband does not extend a fairness clause of choosing something to take off his plate to add to mine. We work together to maintain our home, yard, and vehicles. It is a give and take. In some seasons, things are switched, and I pull more weight on some of those things. Take a moment to stop and reflect on the things in your life that are expectations around the myth of fairness. Take time to really delve into the idea. Write about it in your journal. 5, resources for growth. If you're looking for guidance on how to shift your mindset and nurture your relationship, consider reading The Love Dare or the book Fireproof. These resources offer practical advice and exercises designed to strengthen emotional connection and foster lasting love from a biblical perspective. Final thoughts. Relationships thrive when we choose to focus on the positive, practice gratitude, and embrace our role as teammates rather than competitors. By making these small but significant changes, you can create a more fulfilling and resilient partnership.